Criminal Chief Magistrate Albert Asiimwe broke each and every rule within the Constitution to do an illegal recount of the vote in Masaka. In fact, to show that he broke each and every rule, every person in this jurisprudence has called out this rogue judge. The rogue judge broke his own law because before the recount, he came out to say that if they find any box which is tampered with, he's not going to continue the count. In fact, he said these statements.
Court proceeds to order a recount of all boxes, and this will be on condition that all ballot boxes are not tampered with. I told you before that we have ordered 2 recounts and none has taken place. I pray that this one is different. Why? Boxes are tampered with. I pray that the people of the city behaved properly and the ballot boxes are intact. The next step now is to go and verify those votes. Hold your celebrations, because now we are going to...
That is the rogue judge. But as the counting started, they first found one box that didn't have a seal, but decided to continue with other boxes. But even amid this recounting, they found almost 7 boxes with no ballot boxes. Some had broken bottoms, but he continued with a seal. In fact, his tape
is dropped inside due to the volume of the boxes. The ink dropped inside. You can see just by observation. You're not the person.
Polling station chi. Polling station chi. Mukudde. It's a rest vocation secondary school. It's a new box or it's a new one.
It's not the one where you are counting the other one. This one needs the mina. There are no ballots. Yes. There are many papers there.
No, they are ballot booklets.
They cannot give these presiding officer.
No, they are ballot booklets, but they are no ballot.
Then how should they don't check those papers.
Go to the toilet.
I think about on the other
Having been found in one constituency, there is another question. Had it been in either constituency?
That is the rogue judge. Such magistrate who disregard the law, who are transactional, because first of all, in law, you are allowed, of course we abide by the judgment, but you are allowed to criticize the judgment. That judgment was one of the worst judgment in the history of the country. And it has surrounding issues which I want to tackle in this video. So the purpose of this video, I've come to talk about how General Museveni influenced the recount in Masaka, how our judiciary is continuing to fail, by these rogue judges, and most importantly, the study materials we can learn from the politics of our nation. But before I do this, I want to let you know that if you're new to this channel, please subscribe. And if you're watching this video from a different platform, please head on to YouTube, type in Sula Mawagali. There's a lot of content of this nature. If geopolitics and economics is what you want, this will be definitely the right channel for you to subscribe to. First of all, we were so scared that a magistrate decided to undo the ruling of the High Court. For those who understand how the court system works, we start by the magistrate court. Then we go grade 1, grade 2, then we go to High Court. A lower court cannot outdo the decision of the High Court. High Court came out to say that if you find any box tampered with, you are not allowed to continue with the ruling. But the magistrate undid the ruling of the High Court. I'm not even a lawyer, but I can understand, a P1 child can understand that this rogue judge made a mistake. And it was also the politics that surrounded it. The minister Kasolo came out to say that the recount was ordered by General Kaguta Museveni. It shows you the extent on which General Kaguta Museveni can control the court. In fact, the minister said these statements.
Ne president okugamba nti bademba bala kalulu Nameere ile kati bali mukubala ekize ekituyambye ekyo kiraze ekituyambye ye president okugamba nga division eyekimanya kabonera enale mu yagiwangudde ekitegeeza mwatubba badembe nenyi.
That is the minister. So if a minister comes out to say that the General Museveni ordered a recount, in fact, even General Museveni came out in his video saying that he ordered for a recount, the judiciary must not be directed by anyone. In fact, even the Chief Justice cannot direct a judge to do a certain ruling, because government has 3 arms: the judiciary, executive, and parliament. They are all supposed to be independent. But when we see a minister coming out to say that they ordered for a recount, and a local judge also does so, it shows you how we are failing as a country. In fact, even before the recount, the judge was coming out to talk about the case, to give the reasons. I've never seen a judge before giving a ruling or before finish the proceeding comes out to first talk about himself. In fact, the judge said this statement.
Verifying boxes, seals ku store, ne tu verifying seals ku boxes bisatu 13 zonna nga ziri intact. Ne tusanga box emu nga teyina koki kasiiro. Kati okusinziira nti polling 11 zaali tezibaliddwa. Nze ng'omulamuzi nga nkozesa discretion, I don't know discretion mugiyita mutya mu Luganda. Nengamba obuyinza. Nengamba it is unfair okugana okubara okuddamu okubara akalulu nga voters abasuka mu 15 kumpi kutunka 15 nga decision yaabwe ogitadde ki mabali. Nengamba wano box enemu ene ekutuse itaina kasiiro kisoboka kuba yayonene kasiiro nga batambuza ki box.
That is the rogue judge Asiimwe. You clearly see these people are fighting our jurisprudence. These people are taking us back. Even the small gains we had started to get in the judiciary, they are being turned back. To show that this is a rogue judge, when he was announcing Justine Nameere, he even told those who believe that to first wait for Justine Nameere to be gazetted for them to go in court. So he was playing reverse psychology, okay, on respondents not to go in court immediately, to wait for Nameere to be gazetted so that he can go to parliament. In fact, he said this statement.
And hand over a certificate of vote recount to the returning officer Masaka City for onward transmission to Electoral Commission for gazettement of the winning candidate, and to those who did not vote for me. All is not lost. Whoever is aggrieved with my decision there is still time. And one of the requirements is to declare and have the winner gazetted so that you get an opportunity to file a petition. But as far as I'm concerned, using the best heart, using my whole body and our team, this is what we found in your boxes. And we wish you, the people of Masaka, the very best in 2025, 2026, and 2030.
That is the rogue judge. The good thing, even the lawyers of the other side knew their assignment. They never waited for the gazettement. They went straight to court, to the High Court, so that he can re-evaluate and undo his decision. So he wanted these people to wait so that Nameere can be gazetted, so that he can go in parliament. And remember, if somebody goes to parliament, it takes a long time for him or her to be removed. He was playing reverse psychology. But I thank the lawyers who immediately went to court so that they can undo the decision of this rogue judge. In fact, lawyer Sam Muizi announced that they went to court by saying these statements.
Of His Worship Albert Asiimwe, giving a certificate of recount, returning Justine Nameere as the elected woman member of Parliament, Masaka City, arising out of a wrongful recount process. We've received instructions to file in the High Court of Uganda at Masaka for a revision of all these orders. So this morning, the 2nd of February 2026, we were here as early as 9. Unfortunately, the register has been closed for whatever purpose, but at 10:30, we've managed to file revisionary cause number 1 of 2026 in the High Court for purposes of revising the entire record of the Chief Magistrate and all orders arising from the same, including the one that declared the Honorable Nameere as the winner of the election. We have laid several grounds against which we made our application. First, that it was wrong for the Chief Magistrate to proceed hearing this matter outside the mandated 4 days. That it was wrong of the Chief Magistrate to proceed on recount during the weekend. It was wrong of the Chief Magistrate to disregard his own orders. The orders that he would not proceed with any recount process if he found any of the boxes tampered with. It is on record that he himself decided to disregard a total of 10 boxes for having been tampered with. So having made a decision that he would not proceed with any recount upon finding boxes tampered with, that he made orders out of such a process, such orders need to be set aside by the High Court.
That is some way. What has happened in Masaka should not be celebrated. In fact, this rogue judge, Albert Asiimwe, if he was in Japan, he would fall on the sword and die of shame, because what he did seemed to be transactional, seemed to be rogue, seemed to be premeditated. It is the ugliest decision to ever been made in 2026 and even before independence. Of course, it's my opinion. My name is truly Mr. Makindi. If you're into this channel, please subscribe, like, and comment so that I can be motivated to do more of such videos. I'll see you on another one. Peace.